Good evening, free enterprise fans, and welcome to this week's installment of 99 Percenters Club. My name is Xenocat. I'm joined here in the booth by Sheepwatcher. How are you doing tonight, Sheepwatcher?
Oh, I'm doing great, Xenocat, and the way I'm feeling is no mystery, but this seed is a little bit of a mystery. We have 6 objectives up on the screen, and we're not quite sure how many of them we'll need to do.
Yeah, we have our 6 objectives. The game is nice enough to tell us that if we do some number of them, we will get the crystal. And we have a Palom start, and that is all the game is going to tell us. I believe the chances on our objectives are there's a 4% chance we only need to do one of the objectives, a 43% chance roughly that we need to do 3 of our objectives, and then a 53% chance we need to do all 6 of our objectives.
Yeah, we've already dodged a little bit of a bummer. There was an 18% chance that doing some number of objectives would win us the game, but instead the game telling us the 82% chance of winning the crystal hits, which means once we do some number of objectives, we need to beat the big boss at the end, Zeromus, which is always great because there's a guy whose butt needs some kicking.
Yes. We are hoping in the booth that we have all of the objectives required because I see a complete Kid Magnus objective up there, and I would like our runners to complete Kid Magnus, please.
Yes, we'd always love to hear some harp music, and Xenocat has done a lot of the harp music herself, and I'm sure she would love to hear one of those or maybe something new.
I mean, it would be hard for me to hear something new in the harp tool. I've heard basically, I feel like I have to have heard all the harp songs at this point, but I don't know. I could always get surprised.
Our featured runners tonight are Saradin on the left, Fiery Blizzard on the right, both well-versed in mystery flags, and so one of the kind of key things you have to do with the mystery flags is try to figure out where your key items are going to be. There is an 83% chance there is a free key item around, so especially with that complete Kid Magnus objective, you would think Troya would be one of the top priorities for our runners.
Oh, absolutely. Just go to Troya, pick up that freebie. Maybe it's a twin harp, then you can go do that right away. Actually, probably not, but do it anyway. Give us music. We want music.
We want to shout out our restreamer S-Grunt and our tracker Zald for joining us here tonight, and it looks like our runners are underway. We are glad to have you with us.
Yep, our runners are off. Palom is joined by Tella. There's a Dark Knight Cecil giving us...
And I believe that's an Earth Crystal.
That's an objective right away.
It really is. All you need to do is open up the Troya Treasury, but of course, there's lots of good stuff in there, and I'm sure both of our runners would love to raid that treasury.
Absolutely. We are going to probably go straight to Troya, check the freebie, raid the treasury, see what's inside.
And I believe there were 399 kits, so that's a lot of money for our runners right off the bat.
Yeah, depending on what they rolled. I don't know. I think I saw some poison claws.
I believe so. And even though they don't sell for much, 98 of them still sells for a lot.
This is true. Yeah, both of our runners immediately beelining for this bedward check. Who's going to be in the bed? Or what's going to be in the bed? It's the hook.
The hook just hanging out underneath the bed. That is underground access. That might be required. But now both of our runners will go for one objective, and if the 4% chance hits, suddenly our runners will have a crystal.
How did Edward hide that hook in his bed? Also, Rip Wreck 1.
All right, so, you know.
Raid that treasury!
So that was mages out of 10?
Yeah. not bad for our
We got
double
some
mage
good
start.
black. I saw some good gear for some mages. We got an arty bow,
Sork robe.
Stork robe, Stardust rod, the silent staff, not wanting to be left out too much. That
Gaia
full
drum
moon
could.
from the public treasury is very nice.
Yeah.
There was a protect ring in there too. That was nice. That's about it.
Yeah, Gaia drum will be useful one time. There was a siren in there. And I believe 99 earth hammers and 99 dragoon shields. Money is not...
That's Dragoon armor.
Yeah.
That's gonna sell so well. Oh my goodness. We have all of the money we could ever need. And so we're gonna buy sirens because it's S Wild.
Yeah, so that one siren in the treasury is soon going to be dwarfed by
Oh dear. We have apples.
Uh-oh. And especially if this is required 3, what's going to be the third objective? Because one objective's already done. A second objective can be done easily, complete Antlion Cave, and then who knows if Pale Dim is lurking somewhere easily.
Technically, if it's only Rec 3, we have access to our third objective if we just go through the hook route. We can defeat the boss of Lower Babel right now.
And
Oh, hi,
look
Edge.
at this. Fiery Blizzard is stocking up on apples, and Edge being at Damsian Castle. We are going to leave tracks for how fast this seed is going to be completed. Saradin going to check out the Watery Pass for another character. Edge being in Damsian means the relaxed flag is on.
Yep.
And Fiery Blizzard already stocking up that palum saying, you better eat your Wheaties, kid.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would have invested in apples this early. We can't really go full apple strats even with the 99 kits because apples are quite expensive. But both of our runners are meeting up in Antlion Cave pretty much around the same time.
Yeah, completing the Antlion Nest, one of those objectives. Fiery Blizzard not even checking for any additional characters, and this is a pretty free fight down here anyway. Karate Man.
We're gonna wave a stick at Karate Man, and Karate Man's not gonna like it.
No, it's gonna leave him seeing stars. That Stardust Rod being used as an item, getting rid of Karate Man with a quickness, and all of a sudden Fire Blizzard has 2 objectives done. And Saradin right behind.
And that is a Legend Sword.
Not required.
No, well, no, it's not required, but it could be something nice.
And if you get a Cecil really early in a free character spot and go up ordeals really quickly in a pinch, it could be useful. All by itself.
Yeah, there's no, there's some sort of Smith flag on. The Smith flag can't be off, so it's not going to be guaranteed an Excal. Most of the time, it will be a tier 1 to a tier 7 or 8 item. 91% of the time. 9% of the time, it will be Super Smith, unless we have the C Hero flag.
Duplicates are allowed, as Saradin is discovering, finding a duplicatella.
Not necessarily the duplicate character you want to see.
Maybe you need to exit somewhere twice as fast.
You mean twice as many times? Because it takes the same amount of time to...
I thought it stacked, like...
No.
With the quickness. No?
No.
Mm.
No, it doesn't do that.
Mm. finds an Ice Claw on the back, which would have been helpful against Rubicant, but Rubicant went down quickly enough anyway. Go Ninja Short, go Ninja Short, go! Oh, Crystal Swords for sale.
We found a Crystal Sword for sale. We don't care about Forge anymore.
No. Does not matter. And now the Cecil hunt is on.
Yes, where is
still-
Cecil? Show him.
Where is Cecil? Where is Cecil? Mysidia. Mysidia.
Is he in Mysidia? Let's find out.
Who's
That's
in
not
Mysidia?
Cecil, but that is a Fusoya. And hey, Rydia.
Hey. So remember how that treasury was heavily tilted toward black mages? Wonder if the seed is telling us anything.
Not surprised to see a Duplicatella getting ditched here. I don't think we need two of those.
No, you have a name brand Tella.
We have the Fusoya. We also have Rydia and Palom. I think we don't need Tella. Second Tella, that is. We still have first Tella.
The item shop in Mysidia having Hourglass 2s and Vampires for sale. Ceridan stocking up on both of them. Meanwhile, Mist Village having Murasames for sale for Fiery Blizzard.
That will be really nice for Fire Blizzard once he gets that edge.
He's got it.
Oh, he's got those. Ooh.
Yeah.
Did we see any Murasames picked? Oh, we did see Murasames picked up.
Yep, he bought
And
two of them.
hi, Cecil. Fiery Blizzard's gonna be so happy to see you.
Yes. Yes, Ceridan did not pick up those crystal swords yet, but
I mean, I don't think Fiery Blizzard bought a crystal sword yet, but knows exactly where they are. I'm sure.
And Kaipo is one of those places that,
You could very
especially
easily skip.
yeah, especially on a kind of blazing seed like this, it's a little bit out of the way. You might think you have a good enough Cecil weapon in your inventory. Might think it's wasting a little bit of time. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see how long it takes Fiery Blizzard to get to Ordeals and then be like, oh, I know where crystal swords are. Let me buy one of these really quick. Also, now knows where Bahamut is as well, in case taking Rydia is in his future.
Going to defend Fabul, noble of him.
Yeah.
Ceridan causes the officer to retreat across the bridge. I'm always wondering where the officer retreats.
He retreated down off the bridge, died, and then came back as two dragons. Two undead dragons. It's fine. The officer was actually two dragons. Also, this is a gauntlet
Yes.
in Fabul.
Not the Fabul Gauntlet, but a Fabul Gauntlet. It's kind of vanilla. The old Gauntlet flag on, as it, I think it's 100% in this YAML to be on.
Yeah,
but
no one likes vanilla gauntlet.
I mean,
This is imitation.
the truth
vanilla.
hurts. The truth hurts.
We tried. The game tried to give us vanilla, and we said no. We don't want vanilla here.
And Ceridan takes care of D's Lunars. No problem at all, really. Fiery Blizzard did use a couple of apples on Palom, up to almost 600 HP. Not the swole Palom that you might expect yet.
Yeah, I don't know that we want to commit to apple mashing quite yet. We know now it is not C Hero, which means that the chances of Forge being useful are much lower. And oh, hey, look, there's a pass. We can get to Zeromus now.
That will be required at some point.
I mean, the Darkness Crystal could get around that, but it's definitely nice. And who is Cecil's inner demon? It's Golbez. How fitting.
in the vanilla game, Golbez is kind of Cecil's outer demon, but you know,
In
we'll
this-
we'll accept this.
In this seed, Golbez is actually Cecil's inner demon. It's fine.
And this is going
This
to
is not a fight
take a
you want
long
to be
time.
anchored with Edge for.
Oh goodness.
We're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, this is one of those where while you're held up, you get to examine the ceiling and really find every single crack.
Yeah, let's just admire the craftsmanship that went into this crystal chamber. Like, look at that background.
Not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah,
Grab a chocolate bar with nougat and peanuts.
Yeah, let's, count the number of floor tiles exactly, Zalda. That's what I was about to suggest. I think that's a worthwhile endeavor. Is that you?
Fiery Blizzard checking out the shops in Silvera, elixirs and big bombs for sale. Also silk webs. Nice to have one of them in your back pocket, but it's tough to justify an item spot for it when you have so much good stuff. One Soma drop on Tella, and I'm assuming Fire Blizzard put the Soma drop on Tella because there's no Kate around.
Probably. Sarah, did you really need to use a wall on Fu here? To save him from taking 100 damage?
Fire Blizzard picks up a Thunderclaw for that edge, just in case there is a really annoying lightning-based enemy.
And now finds Fu and Rydia.
Again? Fire Blizzard naming Fu again. If you see
Fu
other...
has shown up a lot in this club.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've seen other 99% broadcasts, you know Fu is kind of the burr in the backside here. Saradin streaking back down the mountain after dispatching of Golbez. At least he knows that everybody is going to have to deal with that at some point. So that time loss is something that everybody's going to have to deal with. It's not unique to you.
Everyone's going to want to deal with it. Because you get that pass. And, getting Cecil online is also good.
And also, it'll be 3 extra bosses for that Fu.
This is so many good reasons. and I guess Tella gets upgraded too. That's a thing.
That is the thing.
It's not the reason you go there, but it's kind of nice that it happens.
Not just Fu, but Diet Fu too.
Yeah. Saradin getting the news about the Alt Gauntlet. Fiery Blizzard, are you gonna head to... Oh, no, Fiery Blizzard is doing some shopping. I think is going back for Bahamut, because Bahamut.
Yeah, Bahamut on...
I approve.
Yes.
Let Rydia blarg things.
Let Rydia blarg things.
There was a Leviathan summon in Fiery Blizzard's inventory, and Fiery Blizzard's like, no. Oh, okay.
Okay, gonna learn both.
I guess we're guarding both of them. That's fine.
There's Leviathan, and then there's Super Mega Giga Leviathan in Bahamut.
Oh, Tella, you had a stat stick? No, you don't. Rydia needs that.
A Change Rod will get Rydia up to where she needs to be. Not quite as good as a Stardust Rod, but Talon will make good use of that.
I mean, I just give Rydia the Stardust Rod at this point. She needs it. Because she really needs all the wisdom boosts she can get. Rydia's wisdom stat, not nearly as good as Palin's for whatever reason.
Probably has something to do with the differences between the Mysidia and the Mist education systems.
Yeah, Mysidia focuses a lot, or Mist focuses a lot more on balance in every student, I think. So they make sure everyone is good at both wisdom and will. Whereas Mysidia tries to focus students at a young age to concentrate into really good wisdom or really good will.
And what's the decision here? Tella does not want to
back
leave.
Tella. Fiery Blizzard is struggling to, because now with that Bahamut, it's hard to choose who to ditch for Cecil. But we need to ditch someone because we know our crystal swords are for sale.
Yeah, I think Tella was
Saradin
grabbing
finding
at...
out that Bahamut was for sale and probably not feeling great.
Still had 9 Earth Hammers for some reason. Doesn't anymore.
You're never gonna use those Earth Hammers. Get rid of them.
What if Sid really needs to do a low-level Quake? The Sid that we don't have.
I don't think we're taking Sid in this party. I don't think Sid brings anything to the team.
No, if Sid were like around in the watery pass or something, then you leave him there as an anchor to take the Zeromus. Other than that, no reason to have Sid at all.
Yeah, it's okay. We left Young in the watery pass for that reason.
Yeah, Sid would be a little bit better, but a base level Yong would do just fine.
Yep. Oh, base level Sid actually is faster than base level Young.
Wow.
Funnily enough. And oh hey, it's Steam Mist. We kind of don't really care.
No. Will be... Saradin will take it on to get Fu, another boss, but Demus
kind
does
of
not...
cares, yes.
Yeah. Demus does not have a key item.
No, just a boss.
Yeah. Demus also has a lesson for us, but Saradin's not going to learn it.
No.
About ATV, we don't want to learn it.
We don't need to learn about ATB and the existence of counterattacks. But that sounds like something we can learn later.
Or maybe it's something we've already learned. Saradin also going to check out the boss of the Mist Cave. And again, if this is Pale Dim, that would make 3 objectives. It is not Pale Dim.
That is a wall.
Not a very threatening wall. A very slow, very weak wall.
Yeah, the wall has fallen down. I don't know why someone tried to put some rocks in the way of Mist Cave. I guess...
Prevent the yellow screen of death, maybe?
But I like the yellow screen of death. And it's got patched out.
Yes. So, Evil Wall is too late. Either way.
Yes. Oh, hey,
Ooh,
there's
that's a Sparkle. And that's a Sparkle.
Sparkle is probably more exciting. Oh, hi!
Ooh.
You're a boss that exists.
Yeah.
You don't exist anymore. Bye,
Nope.
Ogopogo.
And we're the ones telling Ogopogo nope this time.
Yep. And there's more water in the Baronin, somehow.
Leviathan in the second spot, not a big deal. Especially now that Fu has Nuke.
Yep, we kind of just don't care.
So, what was Sid doing with all these noodles in the Baron Inn? I don't want to cast aspersions, but...
I don't know, but Sid was apparently working for Baron because he has the key.
Yeah. And that is a vanilla Baron key. And that's
Yep.
worth following at this point, because the only way underground our runners have is through that hook.
There is an objective underground that's ungated, though. You can just do the top of tower. It's right there. We
True.
also have the Luca key.
Yes.
So that's another objective underground.
Although that will not matter if it's required 3.
Yes.
If it's required all, then it certainly does matter. and you could just take it on whenever you do everything else.
Yeah. Oh, the Luca key one is really free though. We just need to unlock the sealed gate. We don't even have to beat it.
Yeah, but if you're going through the hook route, you've already done it. You've already done the objectives you need to do. So if the magma key is here, that would be the first place I'd go to, is go unlock that sealed gate, see if that
That's
gets
fair.
me a crystal.
Yeah. We started with 99 Dragoon armors, 99 Earth hammers, and 99 poison claws, which is why our winners have so much money.
Yes.
But yeah, we can check out Baron Castle. We can check out the Tower of Sot. There is a chance that the Baron Basement has something, although it can't be logical underground access, I believe.
Correct.
Though I don't think we care about logical underground access since the hook is
Right,
in
the
the
hook was
inventory.
available free.
All it means is that if we find a magma key at Baron Basement, we know that the hook also still can't have any bosses that are like, it can't have Wyvern or Val or Golbez, but Golbez was on Ordeal, so that doesn't matter.
Maybe Dark Knight Cecil will join our team. Oh no.
No,
still
I don't, we don't need that, Cecil. I think I know where Fiery Blizzard is going.
Going back
Having
to
just
Kaipo.
completed Mount Ordeals, Fiery Blizzard has decided to go shopping in Kaipo because we have a certain weapon here that will make everything easier. Oh, but your bag is full.
Oh, shucks. Well, I guess he has to leave then.
Yeah, I guess we can't buy any crystal swords.
And meanwhile in Baron, the king is a woman! Huh?
How scandalous.
Ceratin facing Ashura.
The fake king of Baron is actually the queen of Baron.
And yes, in addition to the crystal storage being for sale, apples were for sale at Troya.
Yes.
So
Apples are somewhat expensive, so I don't know if we're going to be able to afford a lot of them. But they're nice.
Yeah, got 60 or so at the time. And I believe he's gonna go check out that Earth Crystal.
That's exciting for Ceratin.
It really is. And again, Ceratin does not know yet about the
Oh
crystal
my
storage
gosh.
sale.
When Fiery Blizzard gets there, who does Fiery Blizzard ditch? Because Fiery Blizzard absolutely takes that Cecil.
Yes.
Knowing the location of crystal swords for sale, you can't not
Absolutely.
take that Cecil.
So does he ditch that edge? Even though he already invested some Murasames in there, and that's a vanilla Flame Dog chest.
Honestly, heck Palin.
Yeah,
You don't need Palin.
yeah.
What's Palin?
Palin
doing
needs
in this
levels.
fight?
Palin needs
Yeah.
levels.
There's a tower key from the Baron pot, so that's no immediate progression there.
Peaceful Tower. That's what that
Oh yeah,
means.
trap chests are all vanilla, so I guess we can take some
Yeah.
trap chests.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rydia at this point is just better because we have Bahamut, and yeah. Why would we use Palin when we could Blarg?
Yeah. Yeah, Rydia is definitely a better option than Palamon, and as I was saying, Fire Blizzard's already invested a little bit in Edge, so yeah, Palom is the logical choice there, and Ceratin making the trip into the basement. Unlike the Ramones, Ceratin wants to go down in the basement. We'll see who he faces down here.
That is free,
Very doable.
but fast. Ceratin, you have A-Star Veil.
And a Wallcaster.
These are good.
And Fiery Blizzard encountering a doctor up in the tower. And it looks like he'll have to operate him directly now.
Yep. Must operate directly.
If you operate directly, are you still responsible for the copay?
I think so.
Baldabzi fades out quickly. There is still a second part, the real fight.
Ah, yes,
And-
the real fight.
Ceratin's still a little under-leveled but this Bahamut will go down.
Yep.
Not
We
an
threw
issue.
just threw an to get some spells and an apple.
Yay!
Hooray! Wasn't
that-
that worth it?
So there is a 66% chance that the summon spots do not have key items, and that is a little bit evidence of that eventuality.
Yeah. We can't say for sure that K-Summon is off.
We never can.
Well, yeah, no, you really never can. Even if they all have nothing, you can't. You can say that they all had nothing.
Yeah. And
There's a
that
Vanilla
is-
Cane here in
Yes.
the tower. I'm not sure Fiery Blizzard will care.
No, I didn't even see any good Cane weapons for sale.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't care about Yang.
No, I think these are
I think
two
the Tower of-
characters that hit the bricks.
Yeah, I think the Tower of Zod is the Tower of Zods. Bye.
Yeah. And Ceratin is off. Again, that hook route is available, and Ceratin's going to pick up the hovercraft.
I think Ceratin's feeling like spent enough time on the overworld. We don't need to do Zod.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, Zod had nothing. But Ceratin,
Going to check out Evelyn Castle.
checking out Evelyn Castle, this is interesting. I mean, it is. I have to check the treasure settings actually now. Oh my goodness, what are the treasure settings that can
Yeah,
happen?
do that.
It is T Wildish. It is always T Wildish. There's no question about that. So, this is a valid play. Unfortunately, crystal swords are for sale. So,
Yes.
that's just better.
Yes.
Why would I just waste time doing trap chests when I could just buy them with my million gold?
Yeah, that is really the thing is you can really optimize Evelyn Castle here because you know where the trap chests are, but you don't
Yeah.
know what they contain.
You don't know what they contain. These could be a complete waste of time. There's a good chance there's a holy sword in here. There could be an adamant armor as well, which would be very spicy.
Yes. That would be worth it. That is
Hey,
an
there's
adamant armor.
armor. Neat.
Wow.
So that's really good for Ceratin.
Yeah, that is
Better than the
Cholula level
crystal sword
spicy there.
advantage that Fiery Blizzard has. I would say. Although if Fiery Blizzard just got a pink tail, so that's another adamant armor.
Yes.
That's that advantage neutralized right there. Instantly.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
Oh my god.
All right, so we'll see if Ceratin can equalize on the Holy Sword front as well. Quake takes care of the Black Cats and Lamia.
Yep. Let's see what's behind this chest. Another adamant armor. Okay, Ceratin now has an adamant armor advantage again.
Add in. Ah,
Okay, folks, I know I
Can he
was
make it
just
3
seeing
for
this
3?
Evelyn Castle play, but now I've changed my mind. Evelyn Castle is the best castle in existence. Do Evelyn Castle, folks. You will not regret it.
except for all the times you do regret it. The Fu in the center, hitting.
Adamant Fu in the center slot is not going to miss stuff.
Nope. Ah,
Oh, that's not an adamant armor.
Hey there, Delilah.
Boo. Refund.
Ah.
We need a refund.
that's just a plain white tee.
Ugh. Well, Saradin is probably feeling very comfortable going down this hook route with 2 adamant armors pulled out of Evelyn Castle.
For sure.
Fiery Blizzard about to maybe neutralize. Fiery Blizzard will have the advantage of those crystal swords, though, and I don't know what kind of weapon Saradin is rocking for those Cecils.
Fire Blizzard still shopping. Maybe wants a cursed ring.
Yeah, just trying to find out what's in here. There's nothing that he cares about, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Fiery Blizzard, do Baron Castle, please. For your sake. Might be heading to try to pick up some Pooh spells now. Oh, what a character in the hook route.
Singing a song to some flavor of Mylon. Saradin not checking out the stalemate chest down here. Probably done with trap chest for a while.
Yeah, I think I would be too after getting 2 adamant armors.
Oh, what if you could get 3 adamant armors?
Yeah, I'm good.
And
Realistically, we only need 2 for right now. Fire Wizard looks like just wanted to know what bosses those were and has decided that he's good.
Yeah, there is still one boss hunt on the table, so Fiery Blizzard checking off those
Mount
boxes.
Hobbs, yes. Fiery Blizzard does need to still check this.
Yes, Rubicant is up here guarding Atella.
I don't think Fiery Blizzard wants either of those things.
I don't think so. Too late for that, I think.
Saradin is not done with Trap Chest fight yet. Has said, hey, there's Mad Ogres. What if there weren't Mad Ogres?
What if the Mad Ogres can just get stoned? And he would not be so all alone.
Fire Blizzard is going to go get his Adamant armor out of the Adamant Grotto. Different Adamant armor than the ones that Saradin has.
So, if you were Fiery Blizzard... Oh, and there's a Holy Sword for
There's
Saradin.
a Holy Sword.
So
That's
if you were
one
Fiery
Holy
Blizzard...
Sword, Cecil, so that definitely helps to neutralize Fiery Blizzard's advantage of having a Crystal Sword and an Adamant.
Excal not quite as good as the Crystal Sword, but it's not bad at all. Fire Blizzard putting that Adamant on Cecil. You agree with that move?
Yes. Fiery Blizzard going to skip out on Baron Castle. The real tragedy is, I mean, the tower key is a potential required chain. The real tragedy, not getting that second Cecil. We could have, Fiery Blizzard could have 2 Crystal Sword Cecils right now.
And if you went to Emily Castle, could have two Crystal Sword,
two Adamant Crystal Sword Cecils. Like, just, you don't need other party members. Just have 2 Adamant Crystal Sword Cecils.
Yeah.
And
Cecil
then
and his
stick
brother
an
Cecil.
Adamant armor on, like, your Fu or something, and then you're good. Like the other, because you'll have a 3rd Adamant armor. Just throw that on Fu, you're fine. That's your party.
Speaking of free,
oh
Baron
yeah,
cards.
This is free, I guess.
Yeah, not an issue at all. And Saradin's Fus are at full power. I don't know if there was...
Fiery Blizzard, why are your encounters on?
That's interesting. And the Mylon down here, Mylon Z, and that Excal Cecil is going to do mean things.
Not as mean as the Crystal Sword Cecil, though.
Right.
The Excal is just a ×2 against Mylon. It's not... It's mean, sure, because the Excal is pretty strong. But that's only 4,000 damage. Like, come on. 4,000's not that much.
Yeah, Mylon eats Excals like that for breakfast. The nuke is gonna give him problems, though.
A little bit, yeah. But just wait until you see what Fiery Blizzard Cecil does here. This Mylon Z is going to be a very bad day.
Yeah, gonna regret getting out of bed in the morning.
But that is Saradin into the underground. Sure, down the Crystal Swords that were for sale, down the Pink Tail, so could have a 3rd Adamant armor, but doing pretty well.
Now, one thing I'm looking up now, yeah, the buy flag is off 100% of the time. So that Edward, for example, will be available to our runners in the Tower of Wishes.
Ooh, we have a Sparkle at the top of tower.
Interesting.
That could be Pale Dim.
Could be. We already have seen 2 sparkles.
Yep.
The
Can't be
Lunars
Oko,
and
can't be
Ogopogo.
Lunars.
Yep.
Could be Blarg.
Could be. Always fun at the top of tower, because that is a long
I
walk.
think if I'm in these runners' position, I go unlock Sealed Cave first, and then go right to the tower.
Yeah, unlocking sealed cave. Although,
Just in case it's Rec
Yeah.
3, because if it's Rec 3, we're in go mode.
yeah,
And that looks like exactly what Ceratin's doing.
yeah, a very good play. You want to know right away.
And then if it's not, sure, we can do tower, but it's not going to be Rec. If this does not give Ceratin the crystal, we're moving right on to Wreck All.
Yeah, we can.
And that
And
is
we
no
can-
crystal.
We can
We're
fill in
getting
those
heart
question
music.
marks. All of them are going to be required. We know that for an absolute fact.
And, Ceratin's decided now's the time to go do tower. Fiery Blizzard may opt not to do this tower right away without that tower key.
It is an objective, and it's a chance for a double objective, so it's
So
gotta
it
be
is good.
tempting.
But once Fiery Blizzard knows that it's going to be Wreck All, might just say, yeah,
Yeah.
I want to route a little bit more efficiently, come back later with something else. Although this could be Pale Dim, and it could also have the Twin Harp, and then we're just in go mode. It's fine.
I was gonna say, Xenocat, you know what this means? Is that music absolutely required.
Yes. We have some elements manning the super cannon.
All 4 of them manning the super cannon.
There's only 3 consoles. How are they all? Someone isn't doing anything.
I would like to be that one.
Which element do you think isn't doing anything?
It's obviously Mylon.
Oh, that's true. The sprites give it away. It's Mylon. I'm
Mylon
glad
just,
we can all agree Mylon is the slacker.
yeah. Mylon just partying with the gas and then shows up late.
At least he had the decency to take all of the damage for them. Like, he was the one who took the damage and then was like, oh, no, we can't do this. We're all leaving now.
By the way, Mylon Z just faced a couple of quad 9s
Yeah.
on Fire Blizzard's side. And then got vanquished on Ceratin's side. Mylon Z just having a really bad time here. Which Sparkle is dancing.
Oh gosh, who will it be? That's our
It's a
Pale
double
Dim.
dip. It's a double dip.
Oh my goodness, we are Twin Harp away from go mode.
And there is a non-zero chance that this is a Twin Harp.
This is true. Oh my gosh. We have gone very quickly from, oh, we just have a couple of objectives, it's fine, to everything is available now.
And you can see how low the magic power is up here. Pale Dim missed on his slow cast.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal. Nothing wrong with that.
Fire Blizzard going straight to Luca Cave right away to make sure what we already know, which is that there are going to be all objectives required.
Yep. Then we'll probably might head up this tower for this double objective. Might decide that, hey, Dwarf Castle's looking kind of cool. There's also freebies. Or we could go shopping. Shopping sounds good too.
Blizzard doing even more shopping.
And that's
Does get
not a
another
Twin
out of
Harp.
it.
just an adamant rock.
Not an adamant armor.
No,
Adamant
but we
rock.
can forge now.
Yes,
And forge could be an adamant armor.
that's true.
Or it could be a crystal sword. Or we could get a white shirt.
I also an apple. Isn't an apple available?
No, that's not
no.
high enough tier.
Ah,
It could be a moon veil.
there we go.
Wouldn't you
That's-
love it if Coco took your sword, hammered some rock into it, and made a moon veil?
I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I mean, just about as much sense as Coco hitting a rock into a sword and making a white T-shirt, just a plain white T-shirt. He's like, "Oop, I messed up. Here's a T-shirt. I totally made this with what you gave me."
Yes. I didn't just get it from the
I didn't
Goodwill around the corner.
Yeah, I didn't just run over to Tomo real quick and buy this. No, that's not what I did at all. And like, we can get underground now.
It's a magma key. That is what we found. Now we're filled with glee. We can't get underground. And
This is a
Fire
very
Blizzard
good
gonna head
suit.
back up the tower.
Yeah, at least we know for Fire Blizzard side that tower key is not going to be required whatsoever. So
Yeah,
he'll hopefully be able to dodge that.
that might bait him later, but that seems like a
I
problem.
mean,
for
it's
later.
locked behind Baron,
Yeah.
and he's faded Baron, so he'll be fine probably.
Well, while our runners are retracing each other's steps, do want to thank our restreamer Escrunt and our intrepid tracker Zald, who has had to deal with a lot of buttons fast and furious. And thank you to Xenocat, who is more than fine, who is absolutely wonderful, imparting all the knowledge and the witticism.
And shout outs to you too, Sheep Watcher, for joining me here in the booth and gracing with us with that wonderful little jingle.
It was, something I crafted during ZZ5, and it's always nice to bust it out.
Oh, absolutely.
Fiery Blizzard going to get the interesting news of the double requirement, and now both of our runners are going to be on a harp mission. Could still be in that sealed cave, which both of our runners have
Sealed
opened.
Cave, Dwarf Castle, Sheila could have. There's also the S Wild Shop, Tiara, Dwarfax,
Thunderclaw.
Darkness, Thunderclaw, and Darkness Armor.
Darkness arrows, maybe?
I think it was Darkness Armor. That was actually not terrible. And okay, that is a worthwhile forage.
Yeah, that
is a good forage.
That is great.
We take Avenger.
Yeah. And it goes immediately onto that Cecil.
Onto second Cecil, actually. We have Excal Cecil and we have Avenger Cecil. Now, if only Saradin knew that there were crystal swords for sale in the Kaipo shop.
Some people just want to watch the world burn. Or, more precisely, want to watch Saradin burn up the world.
Yes. Fiery Blizzard is going to be getting that Avenger soon, though, and will be able to essentially have Adamant Crystal Avenger Cecil. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see if Fire Blizzard does take that time to go forage. There's another Dancing Sparkle, but that doesn't matter.
That's a Vow.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Danced by so fast, I thought it was a Sparkly.
I guess after we scared all the elements out of the Super Cannon, Val decided to come here.
Yeah.
Hi, Val.
Now they're still... I did not see who was the second spot.
I did not
heard about
either. I never
Yeah.
remember that that's like a thing you can check in
Right.
Zot.
right. The person guarding the room with the guillotine is the second
You
spot
mean
boss here.
the room with the orb?
Yes, of course.
There's no
And our-
guillotine. It's just an
Our
orb.
tracker Zald saying something that sounds truthy. Magus Sisters in the second spot.
Okay, then it's free.
Not a problem. If it were a Sparkle, then it would be a 1 in 2 chance of being Wyvern, which would be
That
a
could get
lot of fun.
Spicy, yeah.
Yeah. But I do not believe that is the case. Val here with a worse party would be a really interesting fight. As it is, not a problem.
No, we have enough power to just go burr.
The Cal Brena spot, depending on the boss that you find, can be very, very tricky. Val is one of those tricky bosses. But girl power here in Dwarf Castle, including a Rosa.
Okay, I suppose Rosa is better than Palin.
Surprised Pala made it this long, honestly.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure if Fire Wizard will feel... Well, Fire Wizard will probably feel the same way about Rosa for Palin, but... Yeah, Palin is a... I mean, Palin's good, but he kind of gets outshone by a lot of these other characters. Especially with all this loot.
I was going to say, in a seed where loot is much harder to come by, Paladin really shines because he doesn't need a whole lot to really be effective. But you know, in a seed with so much power available, you just don't have time to wait around for Paladin to learn and to grow and to mature.
I mean, there is a reason Palin was, like, the best character other than Tella in ZZ3. Tella for grinding, Palin for being the person who you slingshotted and did your grind on.
And Saradin going to give that warp glitch a try. Of course, it works.
That's our
And-
twin harp. There's go mode. We don't need to do other things.
Don't need to venture into the Seal Cave at all.
Sheila has nothing for us.
Don't even need to check.
Oh, that's cute, dwarf.
Not like
Luke
that's
is just wearing
necessary.
the darkness crystal around her neck. That's neat. Oh,
Yeah.
there are Avengers in the dwarf castle weapon shop. That's fun.
Oh my goodness. And Fiery Blizzard.
So,
With the way
so
Fiery
we
Blizzard.
gave Coco a sword and a rock, and Coco was like, "Here, I brought you this really special sword that I sell in bulk over at the castle that's just across the lava."
I figured out how to scale this opportunity. Sharks, I'm offering you 30% of this business. Fire Blizzard, of course, remembering that the warp glitch is on, and suddenly we have a race here.
Yeah, both runners are in go mode. Saradin finding an extra Excal for sale, that'll help.
Yeah.
Uh,
And also gold apples for sale in Tamra as well.
yes. I'm not sure we're gonna get to use too many of those, but we'll see.
Fire Blizzard did not check the Dwarf Castle shop, so
Oh no, missing out on those Avengers.
on those Avengers, we'll just
that's
have
rough.
to deal with one Crystal Sword Cecil.
And not even the Forge Avenger, so we're just gonna be zerking. But it's time to crack a lot of eggs. At least we have 10 key items. You know?
And that Crystal Sword Cecil in the top slot.
Yes.
So
Palom,
it'll
I think,
go-
is not going to be particularly helpful, so he's staying on the ground.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. He's getting up. I guess we want spells on him. Sure.
Yeah, who knows when you're gonna need them.
Saradin is going the coffin route. I believe that is a bit slower than Crystal Sword Cecil.
Alright, so once again, it is time to come up with as many egg facts as we can think of.
Wait, no, Fire Wizard's leaving.
Okay, never mind then. That's good, because I don't have all that many.
I have an egg fact.
Okay?
These eggs are very expensive. We gotta make our runners are probably very glad that they came here with 10 key items so that they can get the full value out of these eggs, because, oh boy, are these pricey.
Well, if you know French, you know that Fiery Blizzard did maybe one more egg that was appropriate, because one egg is enough.
Anyway, Fire Blizzard's heading to the harp, so I think it's about time for
It's about time for us to talk, to stop talking.
well, not quite yet. We can talk about the music for a bit.
Yeah, sure. So tell us, Xena Cat, about the music.
Yeah, so in this randomizer, we decided that we didn't want to stick with Edward's vanilla song. It's kind of
Beautiful.
boring, honestly. It's super simple.
It's
Fun
not
fact about
Uematsu's
his
best
song,
work.
he only uses 3 layers of the 8 layers that the SNES sound chip can use. Edward's song only uses 3. And it's just arpeggiated chords, and it's not super exciting. So we randomize it and have a whole giant pool of other songs that can show up here. Because we like randomizing things.
Yeah. And so, it is one of the highlights of most streams to see what of the many, many songs in the pool is used. How many songs are in the pool now?
Like 500-ish?
And someday, I think, someday the Worms theme song will be one of them. I think somebody was working on that.
I know nothing.
But a majority, would you say a majority of them were orchestrated, arranged by you?
It's about half.
Yeah, and Calamity and Boardface doing the rest. And anyway, it is a wonderful time to hear it, and we hope you enjoy this rendition. Play us a song, Edward. Encore! Encore!
Well, we have a little bit of time to talk. Hey, look, there's a pan. Also, we had an off-stream finish. Andrew has finished this race in first place with a time of 55 minutes and 55 seconds. So get your GGs out for him.
GG's!
And no
Encore!
more music.
And Saradin taking care of that Octoman to the tunes of Earthbound.
Yep. Also getting his pan. We've been seeing a lot of apples getting eaten on Fiery Blizzard's side, getting set up with proper amounts of HP for his party, and looks like he's going to be headed into the Z fight. So it's that time. We're getting all the things.
Yeah, that Fu enjoying the benefits of a healthy, nutritious snack. A lot of healthy, nutritious snacks.
Yeah. So if one apple a day keeps Dr. Luge away, how long is Dr. Luge going to stay away from this party?
I don't think Dr. Luge is anything to worry about. Saradin, in fact, did not encounter Dr. Luge at all because Saradin did not go up the tower.
This is true. But Saradin also is using a lot less apples.
And
So
also putting them on Rosa. And
there seems to be an inverse correlation between the quantity of apples you eat and the likelihood of encountering Dr. Luge. We'll need to study this further.
I will give you grant money for that study.
Thank you.
I
I will
think
take
it's-
it and study the effectiveness of apples on repelling Dr. Luge.
I think it's very worthwhile. And meanwhile, Fiery Blizzard is in the Z fight, which means we have to ask, whose butt are we gonna kick tonight?
Oh yeah, that's a question. We randomized the sprite. There's a lot of other questions too, like, is it cute? Does it have a hat? Is the hat cute?
Oh, it's Ruby Weapon.
Well...
And Ruby Weapon is going to get a Dragoon Spear right in the throat.
yeah, not cute, no hat.
No.
Hat cute question is not applicable. No musical instrument.
And if only Fiery Blizzard knew, he would have entered this fight with only one party member upstanding, so the claws would be in the ground. Luckily,
Hey, is that the strategy for Ruby Weapon? I haven't played Final Fantasy VII, so I don't know.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you enter the Ruby Weapon fight with all three of your party members up, he does a sandstorm type attack that takes your party members off the map completely.
I see. I'll have to remember that when I eventually get around to playing Final Fantasy VII.
Well, if the run at AGDQ didn't inspire you to play Final Fantasy VII, I don't know what will. That was
Yeah, it's been on my list.
that was a really fun run. But this for second place overall and first place on Restream is also a really fun run, and this Ruby Weapon is having it. Fire
Yeah,
Blizzard
it's,
pouring it on.
Which one is better? One Crystal Sword or two X-Cals?
Ooh. And will those two adamants make a difference?
Yeah, versus the one Adamant. It's just an extra Adamant armor and two X-Cals for Saradin, Crystal Sword for Fiery Blizzard. Being the main difference here.
Saradin trying to slow down that Ruby mess with a direct slow spell. Gets the counter nuke on Cecil, which is not bad at all because that Cecil has an adamant. And of course, the Big Bang nerfed on Saradin's side. All 5 members staying up.
Yep, definitely more people on Saradin's side than Fiery Blizzard's side, although I don't think that Hallam was ever intended to stay up.
Kind of dead weight at this point.
As is Rydia.
Bye.
Goodbye, Rydia.
So, with how much we talked about Bahamut, I don't think either runner actually summoned Bahamut.
Yeah, like we bought a Bahamut summon, we taught it to Rydia.
Mm-hmm.
Rydia never got to cast it once. But that's rocks on Fiery Blizzard side.
Needs a couple of dodges here. Does get him.
Gets them. Cecil's fine.
Yeah,
We're swinging.
had it all the way. That Cure 4 coming out. And one more swing from Cecil ought to do it.
Yeah, I think that's a crumble, and that is Fiery Blizzard finishing in second place overall. First place on Restream with a time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 23 seconds. We'll see about getting him in here for an interview as Saradin finishes up his Z fight.
Yeah, will not be far behind at all. Rock should fall any second now. But again, you're seeing the power of a Crystal Sword as Fire Blizzard doing 2k more a swing. And these are the two best weapons.
And with that bidding, it does sound like we are now joined by Fiery Blizzard. GG's.
Thank you. Supermarket sweep. I guess it's the first time we've had that at this club.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was basically, here's all of your money. It's as wild. Have fun.
And here are apples and Troya.
Yes.
Yeah,
Would you like to know what Edwin Castle had? Because we got to see.
3 adamant armors.
Close. 2 adamant
Two
armors
adamant
and a white
armors.
shirt.
Sure.
Because why not?
I mean, one from Earth, and you know, I expected it to show up in shop somewhere. I was surprised it
Yeah.
didn't.
Also, really fun fact, there was another Cecil in there.
Nice.
Because why not?
yeah. And Dwarf Castle had Avengers. But you came up with something that Saradin did not, which was Crystal Swords in Kaipo. So what was your... as soon as you saw that, you had to know that finding one Cecil was going to be the key to unlocking this seed for you.
It's SMS, so I'm pretty sure the seed is just unlocked regardless.
That's fair. I mean, you couldn't quite buy like a huge stack of like X-Dowls for Edge to throw, but
I mean, I could have if A, they were in a shop, and B, I didn't
they were in
spend...
Tamra.
They were in Tamra? I just
Yes.
ignored it.
There were X-Dowls for sale in Tamra. We saw them.
Okay, I just stopped checking weapon shops, because why did I care?
That's fair. At that point, you had Crystal Sword Cecil. Nothing and adamant armor on him. Nothing mattered.
No. It's not terribly I'm not a fan of SMS. So it's just sort of, I checked out after that seed, and when I was doing Earth, I'm just like, wait, why am I doing this? This is really dumb.
I mean, it got you that pink tail, which was an adamant armor, so it wasn't like the worst ever.
Sure. And
Wasn't the
maybe
bestest adamant armor to get, but it's fine.
it was like looking at him like, there's nothing on the hook rat that can cause a problem here.
Yeah, and especially when that hook rat turned out to be free boss into not technically a free boss, but basically a free boss.
I was really hoping that Palom would get that final swing on Mylon Z.
Oh.
I was like, okay, well, I accidentally zerked him up. Let's go. Oh, that was, yeah, I mean, it was a straightforward seed for what it is, right? You do your objectives, and then you go to where the key items are, and don't take side cut
Basically,
the
yeah.
Zot. So, it's very much a K main seed. Unfortunate for everyone trying to not make a K main.
Yes, it was just came in, very straightforward. Here's a bunch of money, go buy things, win by being overpowered.
I was a little bit scared. I accidentally had exited out of Feymarch. I'm just like, I really hope that Sparkle on top of towers killed him.
And yeah, fortunately for you, it was.
Yep.
That was a fun moment when we got to see like, oh, because Saradin was a little bit ahead of you underground with the divergence of he did Baron Castle instead of you, Zot,
Yeah.
which netted him a tower key, which
That would
meant
do
that
it.
he dove right into the top after unlocking the sealed cave to check if
Right.
it was done. He dove right back into that tower, and so we knew what was in that tower. Fortunately, the tower key just led to the magma key, so no luck there.
Yeah.
Forge existed. It was an Avenger.
I
Because why
didn't even
not?
realize it's Alt Forge. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I had one Bacchus, and that's all I needed.
No, it's Forge is actually never vanilla in the YAML.
Huh. All right.
For the YAML, it's never vanilla. It's usually alt, but sometimes it's Super Smith.
Avenger would have made kind of an inventory problem, I guess. So
I mean, they were for sale in Dwarf anyway. Like, whatever.
sure. Yeah.
Oh,
I
we
mean-
did. I will say we did get to see an almost like actually not terrible Coco shop on S-Wild. It happened.
I was really tempted to go Forge just to show up the shop. I was like,
It's
nah.
okay. We got to see it. There were like Thunderclaws in there,
Oh, nice. There are Thunderclaws somewhere else too.
and
So I
like,
bought
oh
one.
gosh, that wasn't even like the best item in there. I forget what else there was, but there was stuff that wasn't like not Coco Forge shop worthy, but not terrible at the same time.
And this is why SMS has no apples.
Yes, this is a great demonstration of that because turns out when you can buy apples, things break.
You have no. Well, there was an earlier seed that was an apple. We started off, I think, with 99 gold apples, and everyone just tried to kamikaze their way through the overworld, and it was all the bosses you couldn't actually kamikaze.
Amazing.
So, but no, it happens sometimes. But no, I thought this week was pretty easy. I hope that these get a little bit harder. I mean, we're trying to push it, right? We're trying to
Yeah.
get K Noon on. We're trying to get K Summon on. Sometimes Yim will be like that.
Tricker
It's
just was
Gia.
like, no, I don't feel like doing anything hard.
Yeah, he leaves that to Giat. The mystery ladder for sure.
Stay tuned for
Oh,
next
yeah.
week when the less than 1% chance of required one win game hits.
Oh, that would be amazing. Real short. Oh no, we have to do that on a restream week. Just like Mini Mysteries has to be see no free, see no earned on restream.
Yes.
So,
We need to see all the really, really out there conditions happen on Restream.
all right, so I know Saradin is waiting, so I will let him come in. But thank you so much for commentating this Xenocat and Cheap Launcher and tracking Zaldhay pushing all the buttons. And S-Grunt, of course, for restreaming. And Infinius for giving us more early foo on this roll.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you for running a great race for us. It was really entertaining to watch, and you kept it really close right to the end.
Yeah, that's always the hope. But yeah, have a good night.
And with that bidding, we are now joined by Saradin, who finished in third place with a time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, 32 seconds, just over a minute difference. So close.
It was a close one.
GG's.
Thanks. So that was a weird scene. Definitely diving Eblin and finding the pair of adamant armors there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what motivated that Eplin dive? Like,
I had the two sigils, so I'm looking for something big like a holy sword or a nice weapon for Edge. And
it's
then it's like,
SMS though.
sure, that's fair.
Do you want to know?
Oh,
I'm assuming they were purchasable somewhere.
there were crystal swords in Kaipo.
Oh, nice.
Just for sale. You could have bought those.
That's true. I didn't
Yeah, in the
realize it.
overworld.
I didn't do a ton of shopping, so I didn't realize it was S-Wild until later. Like when I
Oh.
peeked.
I saw sirens and immediately it was like, oh, this is S-Wild.
Fair.
Because you cannot see sirens on the overworld in any other flag set. Or
Alright.
any other flag.
So, what other What other way was the seed weird for you? Just the prevalence of adamant armors in Everett
That-
Castle?
There was that, and then just like a lot of the objectives kind of compressed. Fighting Pale Dim at the top of Babel, just to get a 2-for-1 there.
Yeah, that was nice, and especially having that tower key from Baron, I think, really pushed you towards that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Fiery Wizard never got that tower key and never got that second Cecil, and it was really interesting being like, one runner knows where the crystal swords are, the other runner has 2 Cecils. Oh boy.
One runner has 2 adamant armors. One runner has 1.
Yes.
This little piggy went to market.
The adamant armors came from different places too. It was
Yeah.
great. The Earth Crystal led to the Pigtail, which is where Fiery Wizard got his.
Oh, sure. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
So-
up here, we were really excited when that Luca Cave did not grant the crystal. Were you as excited to hear music as we were?
Yes, actually. Like, that would have been a really short scene, because at that point I had the sirens. It would have just been grind and go up and fight C. So I think it was more interesting with all 6 objectives required.
Yeah. Definitely let us have a slightly longer seed, even if it was just, oh hey, now you just get to go climb up the tower and do the warp glitch, I guess, and you're done now.
Mhm.
Oh, it was a little bit of extra content.
The only other thing I wanted to know is, where do you suppose Edward keeps that hook?
I don't know if I want to know the answer to that.
Yeah, Edward was somehow holding onto a hook that attaches to an airship big enough to pick up the hovercraft, which again your entire party of 5 can fit into.
And it gets stuffed under the bed.
Yeah,
Yes.
and nobody noticed.
No.
Well, Sheridan, any final thoughts on this really rollicking fun seed?
I don't think so. This was a fun one though. Thank you for putting on the show.
You're the one who put on the show. We just talked about it. All right. Well, GG's once again. Sheridan coming in 3rd place overall, 2nd place on Restream with a time of 104.32, and GG's.
Thanks. Have a good night, folks.
That, I believe, is going to do it for our restream tonight. But that's not all the free enterprise for the week. We have a lot of exciting races coming up, starting with tomorrow night's community race in just under 24 hours, right here on this channel. We're going to be having a community race. Let me see if that flag set is a thing.
Yeah, that'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern, and that is always a wonderful time. Is it going to be football gauntlet flags again?
I think so. I think we've only had 1 week of those. I should know this.
You're an admin.
I should know this.
Well, the last week we had football gauntlet Swiss round flags. Football gauntlet was our tournament in early 2020. A tournament that was kind of the entry point for a lot of us,
Yes.
myself included.
Yes, it was. I was already like somewhat involved, but I didn't do a lot of stuff until Football Gauntlet happened, and then it was like everything shut down. Hey, there's the Football Gauntlet finals. I'll watch those.
Yes, and what a finals those were with
Yes.
Venerable versus Rivers McCown.
But yeah. Anyway, that's enough of a tangent about that. We're running the Swiss flags as our community race flag set tomorrow in just under 24 hours. They are running again. And then more restreams later in the week. Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have the Pink Puff League on this channel. Friday night, another community race, same flag set on our other channel, Free Enterprise 2, at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, make sure you're following that if you haven't.
Yes. be sure to be watching Free Enterprise 2 as well. We do all our Friday night community races are restreamed over there. And then, of course, next Saturday we will have Hero's Journey once again. I don't know who the hero will be, but I'm sure if you stay tuned in, you'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern, as it always is. We're told it's Sid this week.
Ooh.
How much more heroic could Sid be?
Depends who you ask. If you ask me, a lot more.
Oh, okay.
I've had some experiences with Sid. We'll just leave it there.
I thought he blew himself up to save us.
Sure.
and then because of Final Fantasy IV, it kind of didn't matter.
Yeah.
And he was up and able to
He's
install the
fine.
hook. Yeah, and the drill.
Yeah. Anyway, that is going to do it for us tonight, but stay tuned for that be sure to check back in for the race tomorrow, as well as those other races later in the week. Till next time, I've been Xenocat.
Yeah, thank you to our restreamer S-Grunt and our tracker Zald once again. And I've been Sheep Launcher, and for all of us, so long.